Yeah, yeah. Not. Yes. Maybe. Yeah. So.
How often do the kids come into the gym?
Only today.
Only today.
Yeah, because they are not live here. They live in Malaga.
Ah.
Yeah, school, training. Yeah, now it's like a weekend to do maybe 3 day. They
Good boost to see them.
yeah, good. Yeah.
Okay. You've probably watched a bit of tape on him. He's been virtually unbeatable in his career, right? Obviously around here, around there, but he beats everyone and he beats them twice and he beats them better the second time around. Do you see holes in his game when you watch him?
Yeah, definitely. I definitely see some holes, but he's playing chess while everybody's playing checkers.
Yeah.
And that's, yeah, to be honest, that's what I love to see, because for me, that's how I approached kickboxing as well, and my opponents, because I also fought like multiple guys like 2 or 3 times, and just keep doing it and keep beating them in a better way, and becoming a better version of yourself, and staying focused and staying mentally strong and resilient. And that's exactly what he does. So yeah, it's a huge challenge, Ariel. It's a huge challenge, and I'm crazy excited about it.
Are the nerves different? You've done one night tournaments. Like I said, you fought the best, but these nerves, almost as a debutante, if you will, does it feel different because you're the massive underdog trying to shock the world this time?
No, I think I've been on the biggest stages for, like as long as I can remember. So selling out arenas and being, fighting for thousands and thousands of fans within the arena and millions watching at home. So within that, I'm used to the pressure of fighting. And I think the cool thing is now, like, for being the guy with the target on his back for the last decade, now the target is on somebody else's back. So that I think that's a good feeling. So I love to come in as the underdog. I don't mind that.
You're fully going. I was just saying to you, well, come on, Usyk's really good and all. You were saying, listen, this Rico and me, as in yourself, we're not treating this like a gimmick fight or a crossover type of thing. We're going in there, and only the best will do for me. That's what you said. So
100%. Look, it's a big ask, but what are we going to do? Turn up there and to be competitive? No, Rico will be trained to the best of his ability. It will be the best Rico possible going in there, you know. And look, he's coming. Rico's coming for the victory. He ain't coming to make up the numbers, you know. So that's a fighter's mindset. But we can go on forever, you know. I'm not here to convince anybody. Yes, it's a big ask, but let's see on the night, because this is heavyweight boxing, and when that bell...
Usyk, Verhoeven, what are your thoughts on the fact that obviously it's been sanctioned for the WBC Heavyweight Championship of the World?
Yeah. It's listen. What can you do? There's no point talking or saying anything about it. They've done it. They've arranged it. They said that he could have a voluntary, but I did feel that there'd be a voluntary that met some requirements, whether it be someone in the top 15. Usually, you can pick of anyone of that. But to pick someone, I don't even know what his ranking is. So yeah.
One. Obviously, he's I think undisputed kickboxing world champion, but he's only had one boxing fight.
Okay, but that's like Fury and Ngannou. But I don't think the WBC belt was on the line for that. I could understand if it was Usyk versus Finger and the WBC made an Egyptian belt because it was in Egypt to present it for the winner or that type of thing, but not to have down as a legitimate world title defence against Finger. But listen, there's no point talking about what's done's done and you move on it. But just think for the sport itself, don't do itself no favours.
A little bit. Yeah. Okay. So let's say he fights Verhoeven. We're all okay. Like the champ is entitled to like a big fight, kind of in between fight. That's a pyramid. By the way, Muhammad Ali fought Jurgen Blin in between fighting guys like Ron Lyle and Ernie Shavers, and that's fine. Whatever. I'm not going to beef about that, provided you're then active in fighting the best guys. If Caballero really wants the shot, and we're all talking Atama, Wardley's already the #1 contender. If he beats Dubois, then it would be fair for Usyk to say, for example, guys, I have 3 more fights. One's against Verhoeven. Wardley just beat Dubois. I'm going to fight Wardley. You want to fight me? You two fight, and I'll fight the winner.
I like that fight too.
Right? Atama Caballero.
I like that.
For the winner to fight Usyk in his fair way.
The tension has officially reached a boiling point as Rico Verhoeven and his camp fire back with strong warnings directed at Oleksandr Usyk. What was already shaping up to be a massive crossover clash is now turning personal, adding another layer of intensity to the matchup. Across the combat sports world, opinions are sharply divided. Some experts believe this is a clear stylistic mismatch favoring Usyk's elite boxing, while others see real upset potential. When world-class kickboxing meets high-level boxing, the fight becomes more than just a contest. It starts to feel like a historic moment in the making.
Can happen. So with your expert's hat on, what would you tell Verhoeven how to beat Oleksandr Usyk? How's he do it?
Head kick. I mean, what can you tell him to do against Usyk? Maybe stay on the outside, and I'm not too sure. I don't think I'll be good at giving him advice because I'll just throw a teep. But good luck to both of them. It'd be great. I'll definitely be tuning in. It'd be great.
To answer the big question about Rico's transition, Peter Fury explained that Verhoeven had simply run out of challenges in kickboxing. After dominating the division for over a decade and defeating top-tier opponents, there was little left for him to prove. According to Fury, this move isn't about doubt or risk, it's about evolution. Having spent years around boxing and building confidence in his abilities, Rico now sees this as the ultimate test. Facing someone like Usyk represents stepping into the unknown, and that's exactly what motivates him at this stage of his career.
Why has it took so long to jump ship now?
Because he's achieved everything in the glory in the kickboxing. He's reigned at the top, undisputed, for 11 or 12 years. Might even be longer than that. But this guy is literally, it's never ever been done before what he's done. I think he's had umpteen, I don't know how many undisputed world title defenses he's had, but he's fought everybody. This is the real kickboxing king, a heavyweight undisputed champion that's reigned for 12 years plus, at the top. So he's fought everybody. So now, he's had every kind of challenge, he's come through that, and with him being around me in boxing as well for so long, and knowing that he fancies it, and he said, we had a discussion about.
Fury also pushed back against the idea that Verhoeven is just a pressure fighter who relies on coming forward. He explained that Rico's style is more calculated and technical than many assume, even within kickboxing. Still, he didn't downplay the difficulty of the challenge. He described Usyk as one of the most complex fighters in the sport, a constantly moving puzzle that's extremely hard to solve. At the same time, he acknowledged that transitioning into pure boxing comes with its own steep learning curve. But for Rico and his team, that's exactly the kind of challenge they've been looking for.
Describe his boxing style, Peter, because most people that work with you, everyone associates you being with people that are good movers, good jabs, but from what I remember of him, he literally just walks forward and he just lets his hands go.
no, if you look at his kickboxing fights, it's not the way he fights. So, yeah, this is, look, this is no easy task, this is, Usyk is like in a Rubik's Cube. Look, I respect Usyk, a lot of respect. Rico's got it, he's got it all to do there, because it's another sport. It's a different sport altogether from what he's doing. Although he's been doing the boxing, and he knows the boxing pretty well, it's still his sport is not boxing. So this is a transition he's got to make, but it's one that he's looking forward to, and it's one that, to be honest, it's one that I'm looking forward to, because I like big challenges, and that's what this is. So I'm.
If Verhoeven manages to succeed, it wouldn't just be another win. It would be something truly unprecedented in combat sports. So now the big question remains. Who comes out on top when these two worlds collide, Usyk's precision and movement or Rico's power and adaptability? Drop your predictions and stay tuned, because this is one fight that could redefine